Hi everybody, Scott here. If you happen to be watching this video the day it gets released and you happen to live in the United States, I want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you're spending the day with friends and family, surrounded by people you love. If you're watching this video from any other location on the planet, I wish you a very happy last Thursday of November. Today, I'm going to be flipping my Thomas Balisong Refault, which I have in a jade green and silver. And the really cool thing about this Balisong is just how easy it is to change the weights. Literally, all you have to do is remove the screws on the end of the handle and ever so slightly loosen the screws near the pivots. And in doing so, you can actually just rotate the scale up, and it provides access to the four holes that you can slide the weights in on the end of the handle. And while I won't show you how to do this on screen, I will do it while you're watching just to show how quickly you can actually get these swapped out. So I have already removed the screw from the bottom and loosened the top screw on one handle. You just slide the scale down like that, and you can get to the spots where the weights go. The other really neat thing about this particular handle construction is the fact that you have these two channels that are cut out of each side of each handle. And what that does, I think, is gives this Balisong a ridiculously interesting sound. Instead of it having a high-pitched chime, it has a very low-pitched, almost muted bell-like sound. It's really hard for me to describe. There's no way that you're probably going to be picking it up on the sound of the video, but if you are able to simply trust me on it, it sounds amazing. But all done, that quick, anybody can do it, even Ethan. Today, like I said, is Thanksgiving. So I'm going to be talking about Thanksgiving, but specifically I'm going to be talking about family. Because Thanksgiving always gets me thinking about family. But not the family that we're born into necessarily, the family that we choose along the way. And honestly, that idea means more to me now than it ever did when I was growing up. Because when you're younger, you think family is just whoever you share DNA with. That's the definition we're handed, and that's the definition everybody tells us it's supposed to look like, and that's an easy definition to follow. But as you get older, life starts introducing you to people who rewrite that definition for you. People who show up and who stay, who invest in your world, who make your life bigger and better in ways that you couldn't have possibly predicted. Then suddenly, you realize something very simple and very powerful. Some of the most important people in your life aren't connected to you genetically at all. That's not a loss. That's a gift. Because love doesn't need blood to be real. Commitment doesn't require DNA. Family, real family, that's not a genetic lottery draw. It's built over time by choice. When I talk about chosen family, I'm talking about the people you pick up and the people who pick you up over and over again. Like a dropped Balisong. A spouse, for example, his chosen family, stepkids, adopted kids, the people you take into your home, the people who take you into theirs, friends who feel like siblings. Those bonds, they're built by choice. You decide to let someone into your life, and you decide to care. You decide to stay in their corner, and they decide to stay in yours. That's not automatic. That's not guaranteed. And none of that is written into your DNA. Honestly, that's what makes family so meaningful to me. Blood can make you related to somebody, but it can't make somebody loyal to you. It can't make them kind. It can't make them patient. And it can't make them love. But choice can. That's why a chosen family can become the strongest family we have. Because those relationships, they weren't pre-assigned. They were forged, kind of like a knife. Sometimes the people who end up meaning the most to you aren't the ones that you've known the longest. There are times when the people that walk into your life later in life end up knowing your heart better than those who've been there forever. Again, nothing wrong with that. It's life. And life has a way of surprising you like that. Sometimes it's a friend who becomes a brother. Sometimes it's a kid who walks into your home and all of a sudden becomes one of your children. Sometimes it's a partner who becomes the center of your world. Sometimes that family that you built, it looks completely different from anyone else's expectations, including your own. But that's the beauty of it. Family isn't about your last names matching. It's about your heart matching. And learning to flip a Balisong has taught me something about family that I didn't expect. With a Balisong, you don't get the skill handed to you. You don't just wake up one day with perfect flow, magically stop dropping the Balisong all over the place. You have to show up. You have to practice. You have to try when it clacks to the floor. You have to try again when you get frustrated. You have to try again when you feel like you're not getting anywhere. It's something that you have to try. And one day, after all of that showing up, something clicks. Family, especially chosen family, it works the same way. When I practice flipping every day, I'm choosing to show up. I choose to keep learning, to keep dropping, and to keep trying again. Family works the same way. You choose them, and you keep choosing them, especially on the days that aren't perfect. It's a daily decision. It's choosing patience on the days when everyone's stressed. It's choosing grace when somebody's screwed up. It's choosing love even in the messy moments. Just like flipping, the point is practice. And the practice is worth it. Even when you drop it sometimes. Thanksgiving has a way of making you look around at the people in your life and really see them. See how far you've come together. See what you've overcome. See the moments that changed you. And today, I'm especially grateful for something very, very simple. I'm grateful for the people I didn't expect to become my family. The ones that came into my life and stayed. The ones who chose me. And the ones that I choose every day. That gratitude hits different when you know these relationships weren't guaranteed. That was a ring of shame. They weren't guaranteed. They were built. They were nurtured. They were protected. And they were chosen. So, if you're watching this right now and your family looks different from what you grew up imagining, that's okay. If your closest people are stepkids or friends or neighbors or coworkers, that's okay. If your closest people are those who brought, those who were brought into your life later on, that's okay. If the people you rely on most aren't related to you at all, your family is real. Your family is valid. And your family is yours. Truth is, Blood may connect you to some people, but love, loyalty, and presence, those are the things that build a real family. Whoever your people are, I hope today reminds you how much they matter. Thanksgiving isn't about a picture-perfect table. It's about the people who fill your life with love, warmth, chaos, laughter, connection, and meaning. The people we choose, the people who choose you, at the end of the day, that's what makes a family feel like home. If you're still watching this, that means you've vested some time into hearing me out. Maybe I asked you to watch this. Maybe you felt obligated. Maybe this video was suggested to you by somebody. Maybe it was suggested to you by the algorithm. Maybe you came here for the flipping, and if so, I apologize. Maybe you came for the message. Either way, you're here, and I want you to know that this message is to you. You are my family.